I've thought a great deal about what I should add at the request of my son to the great book Demetrius wrote in this transition between my husband and my boy. Demetrius cared greatly for his sons, and he took care of them to the best of his ability, but his care did lapse at times. Often he pushed them down paths that they weren't inclined towards because it felt better, I think, to make them more like him than allow them to become their own men. The result of this, though, is that Wenhenden is a man of great conflict, raised mostly, as all noble boys are, with a tutor in his father's home. He was still pushed towards his father's scheming and once deceitful impulses. For Wenhenden, though, this was a difficult path, sharing his father's love of other people and being far more honest. Any attempts at scheming would cause him great stress and leave him with doubts that would prevent him from taking actions that might have strengthened the realm, but also doubts that pushed him towards actions that would strengthen his relationships with others. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here for the very first time with Count Wenhenden of Castellon, but we're not doing that because look at this. I never showed this last time, but that new plague literally spawned right on the capital. I always had intended to move the capital to Valencia because it's actually the capital of my theoretical duchy. So I've done that. It's like the only thing I did before it started. We're going to do a quick review of everybody important to Demetrius now that he's gone. All right, first, our mother, his wife, Unigin. She is the last of the Cerneu, other than me. I am Várdos Cerneu, the new Cerneu. Várdos Cerneu. That's me. Right now, I am the head of the family because he gave me 4 counties and they both have 2. That wasn't the plan. Oh, like I said, I did in fact give him this county in a save edit, so because I felt that felt more balanced, giving both of them 2. And then they have the territories that they're, well, if I had played them, that they would focus in over here. But that's going to be up to them, what they do now. The very first, though, as I said, is we're going to review the entire family top to bottom. This is a measles plague, which is pretty significant considering Demetrius's first 2 children died to the measles. Jacob here, his mother had measles while he was still in the womb, and she lost her eye to it. Well, technically she lost her eye to a botched treatment. We're going to need a better doctor. We're going to need so many things. So Jacob is married to Dubrava. Dubrava holds a county right on the edge. It used to be part of Ruthenia for a while, but it's back to being independent. Her children with him are Lusa, Attila, who will inherit one of his counties here in Barcelona and will also inherit his mother's county. Soma, who will inherit the other county here in Barcelona. And then, of course, Hedwig. Not as cute as my character's sisters, but still a cute kid. Jacob's first son, Joseph, fell off a mountain. That's how he died. And, of course, Jacob's mother lived for quite a long time with her with her husband, Mayor Bartholomew, who more or less served dutifully since he was handed to us by the King of France while we were traveling through Georgia. He was a bodyguard for many years, and then we made him our marshal and landed him as a mayor. And yeah, this is his daughter, half sister to Jacob, Mary Yolanda. She is married to our spy master, who is the mayor. I don't know, he's the mayor someplace in here. Yeah, he's the mayor right there in Valencia. All right. This is Astruca. Astruca is the eldest child of Durden, the second lover of Demetrius, who he abandoned on the road. She had a sister, Erdogan, who died of stress. She died of a stroke. Let's see, her mother also died of a stroke almost at the exact same time, like they died very close to each other. And then Astruca eventually came to live briefly in Lydia with her father before he married her to this man, Emengol, who used to be the count of these 2 counties, but the Duke here has been pretty much taking him apart. After the first war where the Duke stole this county from him, didn't steal it, he had a claim on it, so he just took it. There was a series of tyranny wars. The first time the tyranny war happened, the Duke showed mercy. I'm just going in circles here, just literally going in circles. The Duke showed mercy and let him go. The second time there was a second tyranny war, he executed him in prison. My sister died because she was murdered. The man who murdered her was a stranger who the Duke took and imprisoned and then tortured to death. Good guy that Demetrius's best friend, the Duke, that's a bro move there. She has one daughter, Teresa. She will not come to stay with us. I kind of wanted her to, but like if we pay her, it ends up zeroing and we just can't get it to happen. So we'll just let her stay where she is. She's with our brother Jacob anyway, right? Oh, I forgot. We're going to try to ally ourselves if they'll do it with our brothers, just so that we can let them live their own lives and not have to worry about them coming after us. So we're going to do that. We're also not going to unpause because we want to ally ourselves to as many of our siblings, families as possible, just because we want peace in this generation. If there's going to be war, but in the family, it's going to be next generation. It's not going to be us. If I can squeeze it. I mean, I was most worried about Jacob because he barely tolerates us, but you know, still positive enough that he's willing to commit to not going to war and to support us in our wars, and we'll support him in his, which is really quite good for us because he got all the strong military units. So that's that. Let's go back out to our family again. The next, wait, no, that's his sister. I keep clicking her because she's in his row. This is Malusha. Malusha is, of course, pretty, and she has 4 children with Count Jordan of Provence. He holds the County of Provence. His brother holds the Duchy of Provence, which used to be held by the Dauphin, he had a good working relationship with our father, but they never were really close. They have 4 children together. We have the heir, Frances, who has no children of his own yet, but is married recently to a 17-year-old giant. I did not know that was a thing until right now. Then they have a daughter, Wilhelmina. They have a second son, Jordan. And then they have a third son, Bertrand. There we are. So that is my elder sister. She was from a lover that our father picked up, I think, when he was traveling through like this region, I think it was, or maybe it was up here. It was definitely post Georgia. Like, I think it was because we did Georgia, then we came to here. So it was probably like here-ish. All right, next. Huppold, this is our half-brother. He likes us better than Jacob. In fact, he likes us quite a lot for people who've not really tried to build a relationship with each other. He will most definitely, I think, accept an alliance. So we didn't check for our sister's husband. So let's do that too. Will he accept an alliance? He will. All right, that's good. That is good. So he is married to a mad woman. Over here in the middle of Italy, they finally had a son very recently, just before she stopped being able to have children. We were worried for a long time because it took them forever to have their first child. And now they have Otto, a son, who will inherit. Since he only has one son, he will also inherit both of the counties here in Barcelona, as well as the Spanish county from his mother. Huppold is, I'd say, it's hard to say who is less like our father. I think Jacob is much more sinister in his uses of intrigue, with his 4-star education and his excellent, he's a schemer and a torturer, and he has a 28 intrigue. So our father never used intrigue for doing harm to people except for that one murder plot. Most of his intrigue was just about seducing women. So I think Jacob is quite a bit different from our father. We all share the generous trait. It's the one trait that our father forced on all the boys. Well, he didn't force it on them, but it's the one that we all share. I think it's our commonality. Brother here is also pretty good at, better than me at intrigue, to be fair. Excellent. He's also stubborn. Good kid. 3-star education. Same level of education as me. And yeah, which we have in common as well. It's probably one of the reasons why he likes us. This is our sister. Our slightly slow sister, but also pretty. Her husband murdered her while she was pregnant for reasons that we cannot know. And so my father, Demetrius, gathered us all together. I participated, Huppold participated, the spy master participated. I think one of our sisters participated too, and we basically murdered him in revenge for killing our sister. They had 3 children: the now Count Arnulf, Adelaide, and Albrecht, which basically they have nothing to do with us anymore. They're hardly even related. I mean, they're blood relatives and they're closely related, but they're not part of the dynasty. None of the earlier daughters got matrilineal marriages. Okay, so where does that put us? That's me. And we have our true sisters, but they are also the only natural born children of Demetrius, born after our mother married him. This is Sophia. She is wheezing. She is married to who will one day be the Duke of Barcelona, Gosford. That's not right. Named after his father, Gosford. She's currently pregnant. They also already have a son who is wheezing. Then her twin sister, our best friend, Philippa Várdos, is married to Robin de Boulogne. Now, his mother held this title, Bouillon, when they got married, but she lost it almost immediately. Like, I literally clicked the marriage and then she lost it right away, which is fine. She is currently living in our brother's domain because it used to be our father's capital, but we're just going to right now invite her to the court. We're not going to use the hook because this is our best friend hook and we don't want to abuse that because it causes tons of stress. So we'll invite her. That will also bring our mother and her sisters and all their children. They together have 2 daughters, Anglesa and Sara. They're all Catalan because, of course, they were born to our father after he became, well, when you change cultures, anybody who shares the same culture of you that's your close family will change. So it didn't change our mother, but it did change our sisters. We also adopted it during our education, so we're Catalan. And then we have our sad last daughter, Estefania, who, in our father's old age, when he became focused on ambition instead of family, he pushed her to be lustful, which has caused her to get lover's pox. I think the only reason she's never gotten pregnant is because she's gay. So she's probably not expressing this with men. And she's a drunk because our father had a drinking spree and she witnessed it and he tried to convince her to not do it and she didn't care and didn't listen and didn't change. All his fault, not blaming her. It sounded like I was, but it's not. She is going to marry the future heir of the tiny kingdom of Aragorn, which is the de jure kingdom that Barcelona is supposed to be in. The king of Aragorn, Sancho II, is also the brother of our wife, who is currently our doctor, but she's terrible. We have had 3 boys, every one of them handsome. They are Demetrius, Wenhenden, but I have a basic rule where I do not let children be named directly after their parents. I always skip 1 generation, so we're gonna get him a new name right now because I wasn't in control when that name was picked from him. Renard, Lolop, Hug, Bermond? Yeah, he can be Bermond. So this will be Bermond, and this is Udelard. So we have Demetrius, Bermond, and Udelard. We are all Cerneu, so the new Cerneu, have more house members than old Cerneu at this point. It's 4 living members of new Cerneu and 1 living member of old Cerneu. And that's basically the whole family. That's everything. So we got that done. Let's do the rest of our setup. So we have already got the scientific perk, cutting cornerstones, and 5 perks in schemer. We're going to stick with intrigue at least until we finish schemer because we're not that good at it. And I would love to cap this out to get that juicy +5. Then we'll probably move on to something else. We also have unplaced traits in martial. I think we take the prowess. I mean, if we intend to expand, the control growth is probably actually worth more than the prowess. So we'll take the control growth. And for diplomacy, we already have befriend because we have ritualized friendship. I don't know if I want to do family hierarch anyway. Family hierarch is very good at the bottom, not as good at the top. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do family hierarch because I'd love to start with heart of the family. I'd like to be the peacemaker between my siblings. Try to keep the family together. That's why we made those alliances too, so we won't just immediately fight each other. I hope my brothers don't fight. I really do. Let's unlock that. Good. So that's our education finished. Now we need to fill the positions here that are required. Do we have a good caravan master? We do. We'll get all the people we need first, right? We need somebody who will be a good doctor. Let's let our mother come because we might try to use our mother to marry like a highborn doctor because they tend to have better educations. You might be able to actually find a good doctor. Okay, so I have formed an alliance with Huppold. He feels better about me, as should my brother Jacob. Yep, good. It's nice to have those solid permanent buffs too because they act as barriers against negative. Oh wait, we got to do these too. We can't leave these. So we're going to isolate the capital. And we are going to enter seclusion. That's fine. That will make our diplomacy a little bit not as good. Let's make sure our children are all in seclusion too. I hope they don't get sick. I hope we don't have a repeat of our father. It's weird that we start this early on, and like one of the very earliest events in our father's life was measles attacking his children, and now we have measles. So let's hope. Let's hope. So our sister has arrived, right? She did already. I already saw that. So let's do marriages. We're searching for court. Inside. Was already looking at this a little bit. Adult. Yes. Gender female. Marital status unmarried. It's our mother. So we're gonna find her somebody. Comfort in her old age. This is where we want the physician to be in. Okay, let's search by this. Oh, this guy is very good. He's a lot younger than her, but at least he's not lowborn. Let's get 29 and the physician trait. We're bringing him in for sure. Let's matrilineal marriage that up. Good. Now we need to try to find a wet nurse. Let's just change this to male. To try to get William to marry somebody. We're not going to push conversions because we're just too generous and honest and gregarious. We like people around, and when they tell us that they don't that their religion means no harm, we believe them. It's as simple as that. Anybody who we really don't feel good about, if they have compatible traits or no incompatible traits, we'll try to sway them, but we will not force them to change their faith. Okay, so we want you to find somebody who is, let's do this by inheritable traits, not physician. And then we're just looking for somebody who has one of the health traits. Younger is better because they can do the job for longer, because once they get a little older, they won't be able to do it anymore, right? Once they hit 45 and they can't have kids, they stop being able to be a wet nurse. So probably the best one is the first one, Brunhilde. She doesn't have any kids. No, it's fine. She'll be fine. She'll probably be either with having robust, she'll either be good or average, and that's fine because she can do the job for like 11 years. That's plenty. Let's unpause again. Hopefully people don't start getting sick. I'm quite concerned about everybody getting sick. Like really concerned about it. We need a physician who's good. He's good. Good is good. I'm sorry, my wife. I hope you don't get too upset. You did. Not much I can say. Not much I can really say. Aquarian, yep. So those are the jobs we definitely need filled. Everything's filled. Let's make sure these guys are all in the best positions. I think we already checked this last time. We have the mayor in here because even though he's not best, he is a powerful vassal. Kind of would prefer to put our brother-in-law in it, but this is just the way it's got to be. I'm not going to remove him and replace him because that doesn't seem just. Let's do domestic affairs. Oh my god, our priest is so bad. He's so bad. Okay, that's fine. I think I noticed that last time. Yeah, we're changing culture here. Let's do a control task there. You can continue to disrupt schemes because we're not doing any right now. The rest of this is fine. We got to have our wife managing domain even though she's terrible at it because we literally need 1 point more. That's like the worst. I mean, if we went traveling a bunch. Oh, so I think if we develop hunting, right? Oh no, the stewardship is falconer, isn't it? I mean, we could falcon if it is falconer. We could falcon. It's more expensive, but it would be interesting. It's not what I usually do. As for money, I think we're going to build one of these little castles because they're actually a really efficient way to get a bit more gold. Let's unpause and hope that everyone doesn't die of measles. Okay, this is like strangely stressful. Our plan is going to be to continue to try to conquest south this way by building a proper military. Then there is a duchy here. We're going to try to draw this duchy title. This guy holds it, I think. I don't know if a 4 can actually draw that. Well, he's not well. He's not well. So there's that. I mean, I wouldn't wish death on a priest out loud. I would. Wenhenden would not. I mean, he's not that faithful. He does better than his father. But that's not saying a lot. Close family opinion, counselor opinion. That's hilarious. But I lose so much stress. 1 couldn't hurt. It's 50 gold. Let's do it. Let's make everyone mad because we're covering ourselves so much scent. It's fine. Look, it's weird that it asked for no money. It's fine though, right? It's fine. Oh, my mother's ill. Oh, why is everyone getting ill all at once? It's happening. It's happening. Please, doc, save yourself. Come on, man. Oh, why? We get like the very best doctor in the region and he's probably just gonna keel over dead. We're gonna have this for a while. I told you he'd keel over dead. Damn it. We needed a doctor. This is the worst. Let's try again. I don't want to bring somebody here who's already sick. Like who's already dying. This 43-year-old, maybe? He is not as good as the last guy. Not by any stretch. Well, let's try it again. All right, please be a doctor. I forgot to hit the switch. Don't blame me. It's not my fault the doctor died, but I did forget to hit the switch. We should also check our knights just to make sure we don't have anybody being a knight who doesn't qualify, because we have a qualification limit of 8. Well, we'll look at marrying knights in later or something. Maybe we'll summon them. We have gold income, right? Maybe we gotta wait till this ends though. We can't be bringing people to this sickness. Oh, of course. Of course. New doctor also sick. Children also all getting sick. Everyone's sick all at once. Everybody's sick. At least he did okay. I guess he didn't make himself worse like the last guy. He has health still. What about my kids? They're like, why are you not warning me? I don't have one son that matters. I have 3 sons. They all matter. Come on. Tell me when they get sick. It's important to me. Now our wife has measles. She can choose herself. Oh, my youngest son has recovered from measles, but he's freaking blind. All right. That's great. We like that. My wife didn't. Okay. She got good treatment. It's like just me left. Just me left. Oh, Demetrius, you live. Thank goodness. Jesus be praised indeed. Oh, 3 children so far have died in this game to frickin' measles. I am going to join his war because I think I'm obligated to. Let's put this up here. I don't think there's actually measles up in this area. No, it's actually starting to fade out. Still where we are, but which means there's still a chance I'll get it. There's still time for it to ruin me. I'm going to try to meet up with him and then we'll let him lead, I think. Our spymaster recovered. How did this get so low suddenly? I thought this was higher. And why do you dislike us so much? Oh, over domain limit is adding 10. Nice. Over fragrant is adding 10. Great. Is adding 5, so there's 15 right there. Limited crown authority. Maybe we should drop our crown authority for a while. I don't plan on revoking anybody anytime soon, so. Oh, that's fine. You lunatic. Oh, jeez. We're gonna have to do a look. Basically, we're gonna figure out how bad this is. So my wife is recovered. Good. I am having such a hard time. I can't just keep doing this because it's gonna drive me to stress. Oh, good. We succeeded. Okay, that's good enough. It puts him at +3. That's good enough for now. Let's abandon this and let's switch over to our wife. For our wife, I think it just has an excellent chance of befriend, but I think we sway her a bit more just to increase the chance, assuming that it's too low. It's too low for us to risk. Let's look at our courtiers here. Okay. Oh, both of her children died too. What the hell? Let's synergize friendship. Let's actually use her education. I'd rather have the diplomacy. I love the fact that the very last place is the place we still are. It's great. It's gone. So we lost development, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Could have been much, much worse. And my wife is pregnant. This is where we want to meet him. Let's see where he goes to, because we want to stick with him. Nope. Fine. Instead we flee. Not randomly sending my troops to their death. Oh, come on! Slime balls. Dang it. That's fine. That's his problem, it ain't my problem. How'd you become Dynasty Head? Oh, it's temporarily because of military strength. Because my military strength got pushed so low. Okay, this is good. 77%. That's still not that great. Poor blind kid. Poor dead boy. Demetrius has had his first enrobing. Excellent. Let's see. Prince of Fashion. He likes Prince of Fashion. Oh, we could just call him a little scoundrel, get a little bit of prestige, and make him happy. Let's make him a little happy. We became, as soon as our troops started to go back up, yeah. As soon as we weren't critically bad. Yeah, we have got nothing we can really do to help you, man. We tried, but they're just better than us. Their maneuvering was better than us. We couldn't even run away, so not much to be said. We did our best. Sucks that we lost accolade level. This isn't even our father's accolade. This is just like a random accolade that he made himself. It's a Master of the Hunt Reeve accolade, of all things. I legitimately don't even know what Reeve does. This guy, we could recruit him. How old is he? 50? Yeah, he's 50 and unwell. We're not paying money for a guy who's 50 and unwell.
My liege, you know that I am very honored by this
elevation of position.
Yes, of course. And I know that you take my advice very seriously.
I do, which is why I have you working so hard to bring this county under control. It is just
You've lost many soldiers, my liege, both to sickness and to the recent wars. We need new commanders, and you would rather be spending your time training new commanders than pacifying the people? Well, I understand the sentiment, but if we cannot bring these counties under our control, no number of soldiers will save us from the banditry and revolts that result. We are in an unstable position and we must stabilize it first. And for now, the army will have to make do with what it has. Oh, my realm priest died. He got replaced by somebody who's tolerably competent. Oh, you don't hope for a priest to die, but still at the same time, tolerably competent. This is getting better? I don't know why he wouldn't like us. Is it because we're lusty? Should be balanced out, right? Oh, it's cultural acceptance. Ask for head of faith from gold. This is the first time anybody in our family has actually had a pope willing to toss them some cash. Thanks, Pope. Thriving ravenous community in Mordovo. I have no problem with this. I want that also to increase, so that's good. Funds will bring me victory in a war that we cannot win, in a war that was already lost. Let's talk about this. Let's build these immediately, which puts us back down to 50. My liege's war is over. I have a daughter. Can't even. Eleanor? Eleanor. Did I literally leave her with the weird name her mother gave her? No, Eleanor. Good. Good. I hope I don't fail this 77%. I think we save up for a hunt. I think that's how we stabilize our situation. This is so stressful. Why am I destined to be so much like my father? Why? Why does my father constantly plague me? I loved him, but it's like his story is my own. I heard him speak many times about the death of his 2 boys to the measles, and I wish he had expressed the grief that I would feel better. I wish I had known his heart better, instead of just the show that he put on for everybody else. No, my father cared for me more than most, that is for certain. He was just not the kind of man who was open about those kinds of feelings. He never wanted to take things too seriously. He never wanted to push people too hard, and especially he never wanted to be pushed too hard himself. I just wish I knew. War declared on liege. Oh, what? What's happening? So they're trying to take the Jewish territory here, right? And what is happening here? You're trying to get independence, but you didn't invite me. You didn't invite me. Why wouldn't you invite me? Guys, it could have been your key to winning. So we swayed our wife. One sway is enough for us to feel comfortable switching over to a befriend, right? Yes. There's that now. Good. Please don't siege my territory. I don't want to have to attack you. Okay, if you siege inside my territory, bad things are going to happen. This war needs to end. You just smash them up, okay? Please. Oh, so many wars and so many sides. We could have... I actually don't know that I would have joined an independence war if I knew it existed. I can't legitimately say that I have an answer to that. Stoking the fire. There have been some clashes between the Catholic and Muwalladi populations in the county of Tyrol. Let this be an opportunity. So my wife wants us to push the Muslims out.
Wenhenden, yes, what is it, my love? I think that you are underestimating the threat of the Muslims in the south.
Underestimating the threat? I don't understand what you're saying.
You have been too inviting to allowing them to live in your territory amongst our people, and it is bound to cause corruption, difficulty, tension.
I don't know about that. I see what you're saying, but I don't know about that. I think they're just men who want to live their lives, and if given the opportunity to do so, they can contribute just fine. Why would I push them out? They lived here before I did.
Yes, but they don't think that way. My family has lived here for generations, and we still remember a time when this was all Christian lands, before those first invasions. And we know these people cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted, because they will push to regain anything that we have restored, anything that we take back from them.
I would prefer the diplomatic solution, I think. I'm not giving a county away, that's absurd. I guess we try this, right? We mediated successfully. Good. Tolerance gospel, nice. Tensions eased, nice. Okay, feel a little better? Sorry, man, I'm not getting back over there. We have nothing more important to tend to.
So my brother is having an affair with some mayor? You moved to Spain and now you're having affairs with the mayors? That seems very father-like of you. That seems very, very Demetrius adjacent. Catholic family, I raise my hand and call for Sophia from across the hall. Yet my sister only returns an embarrassed glance before rushing off. My own family has been turned against me by the miserable... I could say negative things about him? Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it around on him. Brother, what is it, Philippa? Have you heard what Sarah has been saying about you? It is absolutely scandalous. Philippa, you know, I don't concern myself with those things. But he is a bishop. He has been saying that you're more like father than you let on. He has been telling people that you've taken a lover. A lover? No. No, I don't have a lover. Why would he say such a thing? I don't know. But he talks about how father corrupted Estefania and how you have shown no contrition. Oh, so then he's trying to undermine me in the court. To what end, I imagine? I don't know. But there are many people in the family and outside that are starting to hear his words, and the only person who can stop them from listening to him is you. So you should do something about this before it's too late. Sir, stop. Do you understand? Stop. Kind of wish I could be like, hey, can I join your war? No, I'm really not feeling this, you know, I'm really not. And I don't want the Duchy of Barcelona. That's a thing that they can fight over. Another war has been declared on my liege. Everybody's declaring war on my liege. Who is this one? So this is who? You? What is the war here? That. Jeez. They are really trying to push him back. He's gotten too strong. Everybody's attacking him now. These guys really need to siege, otherwise it's going to all fall apart. Old tales, my gait show slows as I approach a room. I fancy I can hear a voice. Yes, there it is. I spy my mother, Imogen, grandly holding her grandchild Demetrius and wrapped with story. I listen in as well, catching only stray passages. Imogen is recounting some tales from a life well lived and stories of times both new and old. Clearly rings very true with Demetrius, whose mouth hangs excitedly agape. I do kind of wish you knew your namesake. So this is elder advice. This gives him 50% chance of a learning skill and some monthly learning lifestyle experience. A little stress down for me. This is sweet, but it's best to leave it to them. So if I do this, I'm going to leave them be. Oop, he got a point of stewardship. And it's Demetrius' first teething. Lovely, lovely, but keep your tooth is a good charm. Yes. You can keep your tooth. I don't need it. Actually, I could pay him money for his tooth. That's cute. I'm doing that. Give him a bit of money. And proudly get a little locket made with our child's tooth in it. Absolutely. Absolutely. We should repair this if we have the money too. That's fine. It's a little bit expensive, but we'll be okay. Oh, what a hectic time. Passing suspicion. It is a well-known fact that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have time or resources to scheme against me. I will begin spreading rumors at once. They will all lose a bunch of opinion to me, but I'll get intrigue experience. I could place some spies among them. I would really rather place the spies. I don't want to lose opinion of any of those people. I would prefer to gain opinion with those people. Specifically, my wife is pregnant again. All right. He keeps coming over and they keep coming off and stopping their sieges, and it's going to make this war take 1,000,000 years. Right? Like, stay on your sieges, guys. It doesn't make any sense. You're getting nothing for breaking your sieges every time he walks over. Like, this is... You can't win by beating his army up, guys, unless you get lucky and catch him. I don't even know if he's leading his own army. If he's not even leading his own army, you can't win that way, sirs. So many wars. It really looks like they're going to get their independence. And then this guy, whose territory is going to be stripped from him because it's being fought for by other guys. Don't enter my territory, guys. If you try to siege inside my territory, I swear I will smash you. Oh, it looks like they might actually succeed at a siege this time, because it looks like that he's going around to do a siege of his own, and they're actually getting some progress. I don't want to say thank goodness, but thanks goodness. Okay, so our bailey has been built. Nice, that should give us more money. Made a friend. I am now friends with my wife. Perfect. 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 Let's see. Who else is there that we could become friends with? I mean, I think we'll actually settle for a sway on the old priest, so he'll stop being annoying. 72% is enough to risk it. Hopefully we can get our stress down. I would like to see this Murex processor get built up. I probably should have built it here, to be fair, but I already had a building there, so that's fine. We already have a level 2 here. Sami culture. Sami are good people. I will absolutely risk 75 in order to get him closer to liking us. Be real useful if this man liked us. Could you at least try to like us? Oh, geez, you're doing it. You're doing the thing. Who is this? You. Another daughter. Maybe Adana? We're not naming Ricardo. No, I think Floor? Floor's a fine name for a daughter. Yes, please. Get off the sieging of me. Just utterly pointless and going to take you forever, and start to siege things that matter. Intrigue perk. Nice. Oh. I hope none of my brothers are going to try to kill me. Hopefully we can get rid of this soon. I just cannot believe they didn't invite me. I mean, I would have probably said no. I don't even know. Boiling anger. Oh, good. I could use the stress down. Who is this? This is Mayor Osmond. He's admittedly a stressful guy. He has been wounded for a long time. And he's not a man who beats himself, so I'm not sure why he's been wounded for so long. Well, hopefully he does recover, because he's really good at his job. And we would like to keep him in it for as long as possible. They are about to finish a siege, the very first siege they've done. It's going to erase all of the catching back up that has happened. Yep, that's it. That's the war over. Not like I can do any more. Not like we could win, man. Sorry to say, there's the defeat. It's going to be a big independence war. I kind of feel sorry for the man, because he's also going to lose these wars he could have won due to their independence war. You can only get so big around here before somebody starts deciding that it's too much, and they try to take you apart. Who knew? Who knew my brothers would immediately turn on my father's literal best friend the second he died? Well, relationships don't really pass to the next generation, right? Oh, child of my dynasty. So this is my sister and best friend Felipa has had a new son. His name is Matu. I would love to change his name to something I like. Maybe Joffrey. Sure. I'm glad that they've had a son. Just about to lose this. So can I ask why you aren't fighting for the stuff you're actually trying to take, man? Because you are trying to take like this, right? Yeah, so why aren't you fighting for it? Why are you fighting for stuff you don't actually want? I don't know. Nobody can ever explain it. You are weak now, sir. I would like to attack you. You have things I want. So I could try to take all of this in one war. It says we're about even, but I don't agree. We probably should buy more caballeros now that we actually have the cash to handle them. This guy's gonna try to siege me. Why? Because he's going to see it's the only logical place for him to siege. Is this. Okay, let's move this to here. I mean, we are hard to siege. We are like a forever to siege, right? Oladar's first steps. It's a giant step for a child, small step for a ruler. Ah, good kid. So they're actually being pushed back a little bit. He likes us enough now that we'll stop. They're taking forever to siege this. 13 more months. I'm gonna try sieging this now, because I'm telling you, you're confusing the heck out of me. 17 months for you to siege that? I mean, you're ticking. Ugh. Chased by shadows. I need to get to the bottom of this. So somebody is following me. I think somebody's following me. I'll be more vigilant, or I can try to figure it out. I'm a little stressed about the possibility of being followed. That's true. The kind of reaction I'd have. Olard's first words. How delightful. He said Cerneu. That's cute. What else can he say? I mean, he's gonna need all the help he can get. Push the kid a little hard. Chased by shadows. I will confront him immediately. I must be sure I will continue to follow. I don't know what you're doing, man. I managed to follow him without a sound. He hurries down one hallway after another. After a couple of minutes, he steps right into my path, right past my chambers, out into the castle gardens. He's just having a walk, okay? We don't need to get that nervous. It's fine. He's just having a walk. These wars are taking forever, and this is bothering me, but I don't have the troops for it. And even if I had them, I don't know that it would be worth fighting. I mean, we have a decent garrison here, I think. So, yep. Kind of wish I had built that wall here, but I can't because it's not the location. It doesn't go there.
He's at 95. There's no way he's going to finish there's no way he's going to finish that siege before this happens. There's no way. So that's a bit of a relief because we're not going to lose all of our work. We're going to keep raising our caballeros up. We should check and see if there's a better place to put them, though. I don't think there is. I think we've already checked it, but let's look anyway. The family craft. I'm just finishing up the day's business in my chamber when my wife, Infantia Munadana, saunters in with her sister, Ermsneda, eagerly at her heels. I put down the ledger I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. I mean, I like my wife. Okay, my husband, you're a mighty powerful count, but some respect you deserve something to... Okay, she wants to make me a... regalia. You want to make me a regalia. How good is she? Oh, it's right there. It's actually showing it right there. I don't think so. I'm sorry, wife, but no, not right now. It's not a good time. That war was lost. This is an extraordinarily unstable region, but I think we're doing fine. What is this? Oh, I don't need to sway him again. I was supposed to cancel that. Anybody else that I feel the need to sway immediately? I don't think so. I think as things are, we should be okay. You have been wounded forever. Managed grief. You have been wounded for years, sir. Somebody needs to help you do something about that. I also should do the thing I said I was going to do. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. You know, I'm going to actually maybe marry in some soldiers, some new knights between this episode and the next. But I'm going to end this one here for now. The Independence War is really back and forth here. Like, it's all over the place. I hope you guys figure out what you wanted of it. This war here, this one. They're not even trying to win it, it feels like. Like, they're just wandering around in circles doing silly things. So that's a thing. With that, I think, though, we're going to bring this episode to an end. Next time, we may have to stand up for ourselves a little bit stronger. We'll see how that goes. Why did I suddenly go to 1600? Well, we'll have to figure it out. All right. Goodbye for now.